So is there anything else you want to tell us about the designing for rugged?
Well, I've been talking about mechanical stuff, but there's a lot that goes on in the electrical design and the firmware side of things to make products rugged, which, especially when you think of firmware, you don't think, what's that got to do with rugged? But the file system that we use is actually an integral part of our rugged behavior, because it's much more robust than the file system that you have on your desktop computer or on a normal Windows device. It's able to make sure that your data is as safe as possible. We had a case, I think it was with the original Ranger, although it might have been one of the later products, I don't remember now, where a fellow was out in the field using his data collector, and it got run over. And it got run over in a very serious way. It came back to our service department in 2 pieces. There was the kind of the display half and the other half, and the PC board was just mashed. But they were able to take the flash memory off and get his data out and send it to him. So he lost his data collector, but he didn't lose his data, which in some ways was possibly even more critical than the collector itself. So even our firmware is part of that system that gives us a robust design. The electrical design, it's not too hard to design an electrical system that'll work at temperatures that a human being can work at. As far as high temperatures go, that's usually not much of a problem. But at very low temperatures, it gets the electronics themselves tend to work just fine, but the power supplies and the batteries that give you the energy that you need to run your calculations become much more difficult. So we put a lot of effort into power supply designs that work at very low temperatures. And we also basically use batteries that have high capacity at lower temperatures. And in fact, higher capacity than what you need in some sense at room temperature. Because at those lower temperatures, your efficiencies of all your elements drop off radically. And so your battery, which might give you 30 hours of runtime at room temperature, might give you 3 hours of runtime at say minus 30 Celsius, or what's that, minus 22 Fahrenheit, I think. Mm-hmm. So all those things tie into that same system, right? To give us something that really works in the situations where our customers want to use it.
That's great. Thank you very much, Jerry. So I hope we've been able to make the case that we really designed the units, our rugged handhelds, to be rugged from the ground up, and that it takes a lot of planning, a lot of effort, and a lot of very smart people like Jerry to help us do that. So thanks for listening.